$20,000 for first place, so it's a pretty nice little paycheck for a couple of days of playing some Valorant. So,
plus the trophy on top of that, which the teams will actually be receiving, the one trophy for the entire team.
It really boils down to this, is that Zekken was the primary duelist on this team for a long time. It was him and Pure.
He can take control.
Indeed, they can start trying to exercise this push onto the A site, and they do get the entry onto Zekken as well. They're clearing all their close corners. Cryo going to try to infiltrate through the toxic screen, but Skuba is too prepared. That's going to be easy pickings, but AYRIN, he's throwing a wrench in things, Vince.
Oh, two massive classic kills. Keeps them in this round, albeit on low HP. 34, about to get wide swung. Frenzy sprays him to the cranium. Down he goes. They're getting flanked, though, in the meanwhile from showers, but I'm pretty sure they've heard that shock dart is good. Not good enough to finish off the frag, but there is depth from range with the classic. And zekke, who was weakened, has now been finalized. Flash on point, spray not quite there, as Ban narrowly misses out on the kill. And how important that could end up being. dapr loses his head, and now BCJ has the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he will crumble to the frenzy of Ban. I'll drone out. Gravity Well trying to displace the defenders, but instead they overextend, they get punished. It's 2 kills back to back, and no damage inflicted really to XSET. They get away from this one.
Indeed they do. I think a little bit now of snakebite damage will catch Zekken. He gets the boombot drop, but it doesn't really land the mark as a shock dart comes in to take him out. Spike gets planted. PK still a man down, but that may change. Hold the phone, though. Cryo with the classic for 2.
Oh, zekke is in so much trouble. Stuck on the site. They know where he is. He's low. He's been finished off by dapr, and that's going to be the 1-1. XSET bounce straight back in. Not just that. With 4 players they can upgrade weapons with.
Cryo's been pushed off short. This causes a rotation. This might be the opening Knights need.
30 seconds left.
The Spectre up close for the paint shells. May very well deal the fatal damage. Not required. Phantom sprays through both BCJ, AYRIN, and now zekken additionally. And that rotation was in such a rough position in the round, and they've been punished.
Coming into that site, really good fragging work there from the team. The Pittsburgh Knights, and that'll tie things right back up at 2 apiece.
Pushing out, they spot players on the tight right side. That will be a snake bite, plus the paint shells. dapr out of the position, gets finished off by a stray cluster from the paint shells. Massive opening for the Knights, and they're not showing any signs of slowing down. They're rushing straight in. Genghsta will decapitate zekken through the boxes and looks to try and turn his attention over on lamps. The damage has already been inflicted, but AYRIN is really making a go of this round. He's keeping this one in a 3-on-3.
Yeah, indeed, and he's got Viper Spit that he can drop to help this retake along, perhaps. As AYRIN's looking for a little bit more here, sliding out. Will he drop the ult, or will he hold on to it? That's the question, and yeah, there it is. Ult going down. This is going to give more cover for XSET, making it tough on Knights to kind of get a read of the lay of the land. But oh, AYRIN falls so quickly, and now that utility is gone.
Oh, Viper's Pit just thrown into the wind. Blows back in the face of XSET, and in doing so, it may be another save. There's not enough time. Right. They have an operator. They have a Vandal. No reason to throw these away.
But now he's stuck in a tough spot here at Closet. Puts the snakebite down, puts back up the toxins, but still gets found out by zekke, and Knights are getting some clean entries yet again. Zekken from the grave with a double, thanks to the paint shelves, and that gives XSET a slight lifeline, but they still are certainly behind in the round.
Face shot at any given moment. Ban with the operator watching down on the short side. dapr is there, and he will not miss. And in doing so, this round feels like it's falling into place. Sure, PCJ may not get concussed from the Trailblazer, but it catches his position. And now 2 players in the lamps. Time is running dry, and he has to back off and save. The Knights, again, looking razor sharp on their attack rounds. They're making this look easy, Dust. And keep in mind, in this last one, it took a beyond the grave paint shells to take 2 of them out. Otherwise, this would have been a landslide round.
Yeah, well, look at this. They've bit down on him hard.
Man. Yeah, 4 plays, double rotation, and now they're realizing too little too late. But Cryo, with the razors, gives free haircuts to 2 oncoming Knights as they try and push through hookah.
And we're going to see the rest of the night try to gather back up and hit into U-Haul. dapr is here. He'll be the early alert system. Can he bring anybody with him? No. Ban gets the clean entry. Knights, though, still a man down, and now XSET know what they're up against and start making those rotations as the spike goes down.
Try and make this as costly as possible. Showstopper up and over. Yields the kill onto the ban, but not in time to stop the plant. And now Cryo needs to go above and beyond again. 3 kills in the round. Can he pick up a 4th? They know where he is roughly, but Genghsta's in so much trouble. Paint shells around him. Does a fatal damage down to 18 HP, but still alive. Still in the fight. Still kicking and takes another with him. So even though the Knights lose the round, XSET takes so many casualties again.
The shots through, trying to connect, but will not hit the mark. Looking for zekkh now towards U-Haul, perhaps, as he starts walking forward. Knights, though, catches BCJ. That's a big one.
He threw so much into this round, and so far, so good. Cryo, again, is a threat. But he's been spotted, and his teammate, his partner in crime, the IGL, depth has been put 6 foot under. That means that this round is a done deal, and he may not even have the luxury of saving the upright. A hell of a shot, though. I thought Genghsta had him dead to rights. It will mean that Knights take a 5th round regardless, however.
On the XSET side of things, it gives them a hope, despite having lower firepower. Cryo again going, looking, misses the shot, is able to get away yet again as Seekers go out. And they're still getting halted here, Knights, but now they start finding their entries.
Yeah, this is where things should fall into place nicely. The upper hand in terms of the firepower, flexing its arsenal of weaponry, and the Knights looking to steamroll ahead to a 6-3. Sure, only one player fully invested into this round. That was Cryo. Everyone else should have weapons. But it's not looking particularly good here as BCJ goes in, connects the headshot.
Player standing.
And then zekkh answers back with 2 of his own. AYRIN will not get any further. Excitement as PK do take the 6th round.
And in some of these rounds, able to do so yet again here. Looking for more right now to get some damage off. And even in the grab well, finds a frag, and BCJ mops up, and well, Vince, that is a whole different ball game. This
should be available. Maybe if it's perfectly placed, things could get interesting. Snakebite down. Another one behind it. They're stacking up the util. And although there's a guiding light, there's paint shells in their face. They have been stalled and stymied for so long here. It does not look doable. It does not look likely, but they're going to explode out now with zekkh, who at least gets one, but there's the rotation. And this round is a done deal. Beautiful flank from XSET yields the round. Screen and also a poison cloud, but they're gonna get up close, but they don't check their close angle. It's only 1 kill that AYRIN can post up.
Yeah, but it buys a little bit more time for the rotation, at least. Showstopper from zekkh. He gets hit, though, in midair. Only now 2 HP and unable to land the rocket, trying to put that utility down to U-Haul, at least try to get that control for his team. But zekken goes up and over with the judge. Catches Skuba. Genghsta at least able to respond, and he will get the plant. Or will he? Death swings at just the right time.
Beautiful timing, and now Frosty is stuck out in no man's land, and he has been perforated by BCJ's Phantom. And that's going to do it for our first half.
They left AYRIN here, though. Vince, if you cut off these rotations, he spots 2 of them from U-Haul. Now he's just slowing them down. Doesn't have to commit to the fight fully. Now dephh, he's also the snake in the grass, slipping in through showers, but he's just not landing his shots. Knights are surviving it all, but they are killing clock, and zekken maintains hookah control.
Exactly, they're slowing this down so much. And now look at this, they're all clumped together, all from the CT side, all stuck in the hallway. That claustrophobic environment may prove to be their final resting place, their tomb, but instead they just rush straight out, and Knights are getting nothing but headshots. Cryo, who's been the hero so many times for XSET, has got to go above and beyond. A bit labored, but still gets 2 kills, and a 3rd as well, and he could very well clutch this, but the defenders have it done, and Frosty will stand his ground to deliver a 4K.
We'll see how XSET handle it.
Sat back for the time being. AYRIN wants action, gets what he's looking for. Ban instantly pushed back. They're not going to give up the pace, though. They're going to push straight in. That's going to be to their detriment. They lose 3 players. It could be a 4th. Very well played by Cryo. The tailwind outside of that boombox radius keeps him alive, but also deals a fatal damage to Genghsta. And that will put it down to a 1-on-4. Timing unlucky for zekken, but goes for the repeat. And XSET, well, they deal with that bonus without too many problems.
By pivoting into other areas and making sure that they have some type of foundation to play from, even if they're losing. But now Cryo gets that entry onto hookah. Now things change. Skuba gets blindsided. Frosty, though, that's a big frag to keep it a 3-on-3. But now he's low on health, but he's not done yet, Vince. That's a huge 2nd frag from him. Finally, AYRIN responses him and gets it to a 2-on-2. We'll drop the Viper spin.
Yeah, Frosty did so much work, though, to keep his team in this one. If he fell at the first hurdle, this would pretty much be a done deal. As it stands, it's still up for grabs. Viper's Pit, as you say, affords him the luxury of the spike plant. And daph up in the hookah is hoping for an opportunity, but the timing on his movement could not have been worse. And he gets punished. AYRIN just playing around the side of the pit, though. Showstopper in. zekken is looking for that prey. Tickles the spike, wants to draw AYRIN out into the open. AYRIN's not falling for this right now, but still gets hit by the showstopper. He checked so many angles, he knew there was only a couple left remaining.
Lower side, as well as still maybe getting poked at from showers. I mean, that's a problem. And now zekken even pushes out and gets a frag, and I mean, this just gets even tougher now on XSET to try to just find an opening, feel comfortable on the site. Big kill from Cryo, though.
Well, that helps tremendously. Now that CT side has been taking control over, he can go into heaven. Spike also gets planted down, and BCJ is going back, but Ban is here. The freebie, I say the freebie, but he actually gets taken down somehow, some way, and that will allow them safe passage towards that second player. zekken deals with the Viper. And now suddenly Knights are in a lot of trouble. It's gone from bad to worse. Zekken's paint shells finishes off Frosty, and zekken has to bypass the spike, but AYRIN is there with the Phantom to deal with him. Cloud bursts onto the site as Cryo's taking point, but he takes a lot of damage from that paint shell. Gets finished off as well by Genghsta, splattered by the Sheriff. And Skuba had the angle, but as soon as the clouds just cleared, so did his life. AYRIN with 3, and it's going to be a fairly straightforward round to XSET.
Still playing from there. AYRIN still playing inside. He does have snake bites and the orb to try to decay and damage the diffuser.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, this is looking like it's just been punched in. XSET are looking to take this one and get double digits first. Genghsta, though, is going to keep the dream alive. Tickling the spike, trying to draw the players out, but be careful what you wish for, because the man based from UK will come from behind. It's made them scramble. They had the advantage, but it kind of feels like they're in a massive disadvantage right now. However, Skuba, once again, zekken, meanwhile, putting that showstopper around the corner, and Frosty comes and finishes it off. It's all on dapr right now as his teammates falling around him, and he's got 4 players to find a frag. Already half of that defuse comes into play. He's given his position away, and he will be drilled where he stands. The Knights get the successful retake.
Zekken's able to trade in Genghsta. I think will get spotted here inside the corner. It's going to give some nice intel to XSET, who get into lamps and get that as well. And XSET actually have a firm grasp now this A side fence.
Yeah, zekken getting the kill on lamps, not just the frag, but also being able to hold his forward position is so integral for his teammates. Allows them to divide and conquer the rest of this site. And they still haven't dealt with showers. They know that Sova is around there. There's the owl drone just came out, which they've dealt with. But this kill is so impactful for dapr. He's able to lock down the back. And in doing so, the Knights are in real trouble. Genghsta needs to have another phenomenal round. And he's walking over utility. Ban, in the meanwhile, gets traded out in lamps. And there's BCJ holding it down, giving XSET 2 map points in our adversary's pick.
Find their way out of this, to be honest. I mean, Crowd just stuck in no man's land, basically.
Oh, and Skuba's going to have the freebie as well from the back. Snakebite to make sure no re-engage from that area. That's also incredibly low. They get the timing onto Skuba. Can hear the footsteps as he backs away, but you know the Cryo is stuck on the site. I haven't seen anything to do with the spike. Cryo on 30 HP is making this possible. Yes, he should go down to the hands of Frosty. The timing is going to be so important.
Oh
he does get 2, and dapr comes back with one of his own. They somehow pulled the rabbit out the hat. It's not done just yet, but XSET could take this round and the map still.
Yeah, deph's low on health, though. That's the only real problem, but at least he has a little bit of an idea where Skuba could be coming from, because that's the guy who is causing all the threats on that fountain's flank. But again, daph in a straight-up gunfight in trouble. I don't think he has any stars available to disrupt this diffuse, so it's all going to come down to gunplay.
40 HP against the full shebang from his adversary, Skuba. Coming around that corner, finds Skuba. The spray was narrowly off, but it was enough of incognito to get the job done, and thus Cryo has got to take a bow for that performance.
We'll see Cryo continue to stay on the jet. However, this is where KO will probably come out, if I would imagine. So if XSET take this, they will take home that 20K, and they will be sending me that trophy in the mail. 2 players here. He doesn't even know about Frosty. Now he does.
Oh, that spin, though, just instantly wraps around and takes a lot of damage. Cryo, in the meanwhile, 70 HP left. Skuba's about to peek him. Skuba should have him dead to rights, and indeed he does. BCJ from range. Spike planted for him. AYRIN has the lineup. Snakebite up and over. Will connect onto that spike. Actually, did it miss? No, it's just landed now. And now AYRIN is going to have to try and clutch this one out. His Snakebite takes one player, and it's classic the other. XSET claim first blood in our second map.
Presence. And so this bonus for XSET has a chance to work, and oh, that's a big find for BCJ. Hunter's Fury comes out. He's looking to put the heat on him. Does get the tags onto zekken.
Forces him away, and it allows AYRIN to slither his way in. And that deadly Viper has
Enemy remaining.
struck down with real venom everyone that was trying to push through onto the main side. Just land onto a player, but they're not pushing behind it just yet. Viper has now put the toxic screen down to try and cordon off this B area. Cryo around the back. Does go down to the hands of Frosty. That is a classic as well. It will be a one and done though, and this is where the site is now completely open for business. Post plant comes into effect after zekken gets the spike down, and well, this round should be going in the way of XSET, or perhaps I spoke too soon.
Yeah, Skuba does dodge the shock dart. Will he get the second one dodged? And now he's getting healed up a little bit. Genghsta gets a kill, and BCJ's in a lot of trouble. He is stuck here. He's getting attacked by Trailblazer. He's getting put from window. And oh my goodness, Knights are about to get an eco win.
What the hell happened here, XSET? Everything was looking so good. And it's come crumbling down. Depth can only get one. And indeed, it's going to be Thrifty, an eco win.
Presence on the site. They have K still under their control as well. dephh gets flanked, but Cryo found a kill on the Frosty in the meantime, keeping XSET a man out in front.
Frags back and forth, but the Knight's actually standing their ground. Ban just gets two. AYRIN's all alone. Has the Viper's pit, but that's his only ally at this stage. Seeker's also coming out. Has been denied. Guiding Light does nothing. AYRIN sprays him for one, but that's all he's gonna get. PK take the round. He's done good work here before, though, at least getting one. There's the frag. Rendezvous out, but Cryo was up to the task. Realized what was coming up. Will be a spike plant in from depth, and Cryo gets up close. The recon drone just got nullified. He knows the Genghsta's here. That's only half the battle, though. Genghsta's playing so well around the corner, and he knew that Ban had his back covered. Cryo felt compelled to go aggressive because of the player deficit, and now depth is going to go the same way. Gets aggressive, but gets pushed. And zekken surely has no chance. He's stood on a snake bite as well. He's been corroded away where he stands. And PK with a successful retake. Call for big plays, and is Skuba the man for the task. He's been so good, so consistently for the Knights. And here comes the Hunter's Fury. Genghsta, though, gets one beforehand onto Cryo. That's a huge pick. And now AYRIN goes from strength to strength. Ban is holding the line by himself. He has a good crossfire established as well from Skuba, who replenishes the Viper's screen. Flash through, does very little. Follow-up damage is there, but BCJ, he comes back with two before he gets splatted. And Genghsta and Frosty have got it done for the Knights. It was a scrappy fight.
Put up here on the corner, and the Seekers come out, and they know what's going on here. Northman comes out, but xixif gets a huge headshot on the Cryo.
No command, we'll see zekken just run and gun, but he's gonna get completely destroyed, and AYRIN up on the boost spot will finally deal with Skuba. That null command can't be resurrected just yet. 3 seconds to go, and Genghsta is going to lock it down with Skuba and Ban. XSET, they tried the different pace, they tried a different idea, but it's the same outcome. Of talent they have to play up against. Depth in the meanwhile through on the tube, not for the first time, using that Astra to get up close with the Vandal, but he comes out second best. Ban locks it down. Hunter's Fury also engaged across. Cryo jumps in amongst it and takes Genghsta down. Alongside BCJ, Cryo, though, is sneaking his way around the back, stuck on the rope, but still deals a fatal damage to Ban. How has this happened for XSET?
He spotted Frosty as well. Yeah, I don't know. Hunter's Fury actually gets the kill, and Cryo takes a lot of space back and gets the read on Frosty's rotation through defense response. They know they're not being flanked.
It feels like one of the biggest issues here, though, is he has no idea where these two are. Stands to reason one would be in the cave, but where is the second player? Snakebite now, backs off the wall, going for that full defuse, knows he has to come off it, no idea. He has absolutely no idea where this final player is, and Cryo will say hello with a blade to the side of the head. XSET do bring us back to a 7-5 deficit, but
that's about the middle, detects a lot of players, able to get away, takes a lot of damage, though, in the process. Doesn't really dish much out. That's just B sites being taken pretty convincingly here by Knights. It will have to be the retake from XSET. daph trying to be the first person to kick it off, but he falls to ban, and so Knights getting some good control here.
Yeah, very comfortable and clean plant. Good post-plant positions. The headhunter from Frosty could do tons of damage, but actually he's gone down as AYRIN continues to just turn the knife, twist it. Genghsta from the back. He's going to fall prey to AYRIN as well. One of the two remaining players is low on the sky. It's not planted the spike for either of them. And in goes AYRIN! Oh, what a clutch! What an ace! He's given XSET every chance to come back in this game.
Oh, that's like the virtual version of the locker room speech at halftime.
1 for 1. Frosty Undeterred by losing that previous round, daph has the choice of multiple targets, and Cryo comes in for a 3K and a 4K on top of it.
Retake, however.
Oh, zekken.
The timing.
You sneaky, sneaky man. Sure that PK will have some stronger words than that, but Cryo now with that Marshall going from strength to strength, connecting left and right, Blade Storm out. He knows it's Ziff around the corner of the pillar, but it's Skuba that could be more of an issue. Skuba's now been dealt with, but Ziff instantly repels, instantly retorts. The HP certainly favoring XSET at this point. Ziff down to 30, and AYRIN at full, and we've seen just a brief glimpse of what this guy's capable of, but Ziff is up to the task. 1v1 clutch to the night. Back to the pyramids. As players all around him, the toxic screen has been put into the spot on the site, and Frosty up close dispatches, but he does get countered back from BCJ. Good frag from daph on the Guardian. They're keeping themselves in this round, only just though, and now the Seekers will try and find their targets. It forces daph's hand to make some noise. Great shot from daph though, down to a one-on-one. His teammate got one before he fell. He has no idea where exactly Skuba is, but he assumes correctly that Skuba's between the pyramids. And now just down to timing. Viper's Pit also been used, trying speculatively to tap through the wall, see if he can just land that cheeky headshot, but it's not going to be forthcoming. And now daph has to try and get around the periphery of the pit, and Skuba says no. You spin it, set 11-7 lead. As PK now looking to try and get aggressive again. Fragment down, Hunter's Fury behind it as well. Skuba should be gone, but still takes a kill and survives? How is that even possible?
Hard to say. Cryo, though, gets the play onto Skuba on the corner, trying to pick up a weapon inside of his smoke, but gets spammed down, punished for his approach. And now it's even tougher for XSET. 3 versus 4 with low firepower, trying to retake. deph's still well out of position as well.
Brutal twist of events. As daph, though, does pass the Sheriff shot into the head of Frosty. Timing nearly allowed BCJ the frag, but it's a 1 for 2 against XSET. And daph stock towards middle, looking at the site, but there's no real way he can clutch this. He would need a headshot right now, and even then time would be against him, and it won't be coming his way. Instead, the bullet will be traveling to his head.
Like 4 to 5 round winning streaks. And now mid-control being taken with Seekers and Guiding Light. Cryo pushed off, darted. He's in trouble.
AYRIN with one. Cryo does allow them the sanctuary of a 2-player advantage, and it seems that finally XSET are going to wake up. Not sure if they'll be put back to sleep permanently here on Breeze in the next round, or maybe XSET's economy is not in great shape, so if he can do a few more kills, a bit more damage, he's done his job realistically. Good shot. This is where that flank... Oh, actually, it's gone the wrong side of the wall. Oh my god, this timing. Every time Genghsta zigs, toxic cloud. If they want to hit A, unless they, of course, bypass that by going through the tube, which is what they're looking to do right now. And zekken, he's up here, they're lining up. It's a double spray, double headshots. And he sees a 3rd player. He knows that Frosty is here, so all the utility toss in for good measure. The flash is on point. The spike hits the ground. And with that decked player, as if a last man standing as blades go awry. XSET save a 2nd map point, but there's 3. Guiding Light out. 0 point as well. And that null command instantly gets suppressed. 10 seconds for the resurrection. May not come through because BCJ is still doing damage. Cosmic Divide as a spike gets put into place. And BCJ has to try and survive here. Needs to live for the rest of his team to pivot off. And he's doing so much work. BCJ having so much impact in this round. Ban is now stuck between a rock and a hard place. And there's bullets whizzing past his head. Going in for that defuse. Good frag through the cloud burst. But that is going to be where he comes to an abrupt end.
Here with the operator through tunnel to site. Zekken. I guess it's a Marshall, actually, but he still gets the kill on the Zekken regardless. Cryo at least trades immediately. A attack comes in. Again, how much can Skuba get? You feel like if he gets this kill, this pinch gets deadly.
He doesn't even have to hit the headshot here against daph either. Daph is very low. The Sheriff will finish him off on a body shot. And Skuba actually takes down. BCJ goes back in for more, takes a ton of damage himself, but is still alive. And very fortunate to survive his death through that snake bite. Finished off, and Skuba keeps taking heads. He's racking them up. Viper's Pit now is put into position. And it all comes down to a Blade Storm on Cryo. Can he clutch this one out, or is Skuba just stole this round away? Both the remaining attackers do hide within the pit. And although Cryo's doing a lap of the site, he's not going to find anybody. He will find the spike, however. But he wants to get up close and personal. Be careful what you wish for. In he comes. There's one. Darts back out again. Up and over. Oh, he misses everything. He's somehow still alive, though. He's got time. Is he going to just hold this one down? On the defuse, he's going for it right now, but comes off. Sprays down, takes the kill. Cryo clutches.
Oh my goodness, that was more stressful than it needed to be. Needs a killer. At the very least, needs to get the heck out of here and not die. Try to set up for that retake. Big kill from BCJ.
Oh, exquisite shot from Skuba, though, as it always on point, but he has gone down as Cryo in the frag is so good on that flash, and now zekken is going to lock it down with Cryo. Overtime, here we come. Close, yeah, you're talking about that train. If there's a train going down the tracks right now, he's the conductor with how he's been playing. Zekken, in the meanwhile, though, making the most of that. Skuba gets caught with the owl drone out, and dapr has gone in. Elsewhere, even trades back and forth, though. This is still anybody's round.
It very much is very open for debate. Toxic String comes in, though, allows zekken passage into sight by Pyramid. Ziv trying to hold the angle with the operator as Spike comes in. Zekken's been spotted. AYRIN gets the kill, but so does Ziv. It stays even 2-2 as the Spike goes down. It means BCJ's kind of alone for just a moment as the Spike gets planted. Now they're battle back up.
BCJ with a spray, but Frosty slightly off. AYRIN has gone in on Ziv. Such an important moment for Frosty as the Viper's Pit initiates onto the site. He's isolated, darts into the smoke, and AYRIN puts him down where he stands. XSET have a championship point suddenly to push. This is so aggressive. Is he going to get the reward? He will. Genghsta is taken down in the process, and no one is there to counteract onto Cryo. He can stay in position.
And that's big because that's Soviet utility down. That's no owl drone to spin to try to get you some site control and get you some information. That's one of the biggest players that you can lose early because so much utility is now off the table to help you pave the way forward. As they're getting stalled out with this Nebula, they'll try to walk through it with a guiding light. They do get out into sight. Cryo, though, watching from door, can maybe potentially catch someone on the cross. Does get flashed off position. That allows him safe passage into sight.
Spike down A.
Beautiful dart, as you can see there at the bottom left of your screen, perfectly on the pyramids. It won't deny the spike plant, though. Cryo not far off on that shot as he attempts to snatch the life out of the aggressors. It's AYRIN again. Who else that is coming to the forefront and dealing the damage? PK may have the spike plant, but they're heavily outnumbered, they're heavily outgunned, and they may just be about to put down for the final time. Ziv needs to make an outrageous play to clutch this out of the jaws of defeat. He valiantly tries his best, but it's gonna be XSET taking the championship and being crowned champions.
Oh, man, Vince, they do it. Spike is defused, and XSET, one of the best of North America, continues to assert themselves towards the top of the region. A big win here at Winter Champs. What a run.